great afternoon. Happy and blessed Sunday again, y'all. Wow, I'm here on a Sunday again for the second week in a row, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Let's keep it going. It's when it worked again. So if it works, don't mess with it. So we'll just if it working out, I'm loving it. For those who are new here, welcome. My name is Catherine Barnett, and I go by Cat Barnett, and this is the Cat Barnett podcast. I also help women who struggle with confidence in their faith and fitness develop strategies that lead and systems that lead them to gain clarity, direction, and purpose so that they can be fulfilled as they walk in their calling faithfully. And um I'm here, y'all. I'm here to be here again another week. It didn't work out again on Wednesday. That's why it's like I knew though that it was not gonna work out. That's why if you watched, I did not promote my podcast episode gonna be on Wednesday this week. It's like something was telling me I knew it wasn't gonna work out. But y'all, this is still not my set date, or day or time. I'm just literally was like, hey, I'm free. I didn't do a podcast episode again. Let's get this done. And Sundays are when I have more days, more time to myself to just relax, um, and get ready for the day a week. Um, get ready for the week ahead. Wow. Um, yeah, so I did have fun though last Sunday, doing my episode and talking about how it's still important to count your blessings regardless of what you're going through. And it got me thinking that what led to this week's episode is it went off of last week's episode because I think so many times that us as human beings, we forget to be grateful, to be thankful or express gratitude each and every day, or count our blessings, because sometimes it's hard to see, especially when we aren't trying to see the silver lining in things or to change our perspective to see the good in things, even if we are in a difficult situation. I know I've been there. To be truthful, currently in it, currently going through it, difficult times, difficult challenges, but still choose to be grateful, to shift my perspective in it all. And that's what I want to talk to you guys today about, how important it is to learn and to know how to change your perspective or shift it and to see the silver lining in things, because whether you know it or not, changing your perspective is very powerful, y'all. In fact, it is a very powerful tool that is used for personal transformation, that allows a person to really, reframe challenges into opportunities and shift from a negative, to a positive outlook on things. So by consciously altering how you interpret events, whether that is focusing on growth, gratitude, and potential rather than losses, you can improve your mental health, enhance relationships, and lead a more fulfilling life if you learn how to change your perspective and see the good in whatever challenge or obstacle you're facing at the current moment or in time. So, I want to go over with you guys really quickly before I leave you guys to the rest of your beautiful Sunday. Just key strategies on how to change your perspective and things you can incorporate this week, to come. So, number one, we're gonna talk and just get right into it is reframe negativity. And I think this is a huge one on how to change your perspective because, when you can actively look for the upside or a lesson in difficult situations to change your perspective, that's what's gonna, help and really shift that because there's always like an upside or a silver lining. You just have to find it. And sometimes you gotta look really, really deep and really, really closely, but it's there. I really, really have that faith and encourage you guys to look. It is there. Number two, one of my faves, y'all, practice gratitude. And I can go on and on about this, never can practice it enough or give enough gratitude or be thankful enough. But when you truly learn how to shift your focus from what is absent or what you're lacking to what you have gained, which can immediately improve your mindset. Um, my pastor right now, we're doing a series of talking about money, a thing that nobody likes to talk about, but that everybody needs. And one of the things he says is that, you know, God does want to bless us with abundance, but not in possessions, in different types of riches, with fruits of the spirit, uh, with selflessness, with self-control, self-discipline. Those are things that God, patience, those are things, compassion, those are things God wants to bless us with, not the actual wealth and riches in this world. And practice gratitude can actually help you see those things. Number three, ask, why does this make sense? And I think this is a big one, asking why you're doing it in the first place, or does it even make sense to do in the first place, is going to, I think, help you to better understand, your behavior, but others' behaviors and improve emotional regulation. Number four, empathize. And I think this is just huge, and what we need in this world right now. Just um, showing empathy, showing compassion to others. Put yourself in another person's shoes to reduce judgment and increase compassion. Number five is use what if thinking or strategy. Ask yourself, what if it were true that I could change this situation to break through whatever limiting beliefs that you have or are telling yourself in your mind? Number six, consider time distance. And what I mean by that is evaluate how you will view the current problem in a week, month, or year to put it in a better perspective. One of the things that I don't know where I heard it from, but it's just a saying that stuck with me, that if you're ever angry or frustrated about something, that sit on it before you express that anger, and really think about it. And if it won't matter to you, the next day or a week from now or a year from now, let it go. Because that means that it's living rent free in your mind and it has no reason to be there without pain. So, um, it's all about how we see things, y'all. So, evaluate how you will view the current problem. And if it doesn't matter in a week or a month or a year, when you put it into perspective, let it go. That means it's irrelevant and not important. And the last one I'll leave you guys with, that I believe is number six, For the key strategies on just changing your perspective is utilize daily actionable tools. You can change your perspective, your mindset just by journaling or practicing mindfulness and engaging in constructive, positive dialogue with others. And there's so many different free tools even that you can go on. I love YouTube University. That's my favorite free tool to always look up or learn about things. And then my second free tool is to read. I love going to the library, checking out books, or doing my own research on Google or just the internet. Um, because being a student of life is just important. You can never, in my opinion, stop learning, stop growing. You're only dead, I believe, while you're physically living is if you stop learning. So, but that all ties into your perspective, y'all. Is how you see things. So, I want to help you guys before I leave y'all. Help you guys get and apply common perspective shifts. So, number one is the obstacle, but switching your perspective to seeing opportunity. So, view challenges as chances to grow rather than setbacks. So, when you have an obstacle in front of you, change your perspective and to see it as an opportunity. How can I grow? What can I learn from this challenge or this obstacle in front of me? Number 2, whenever you're feeling helpless, so by changing that helplessness feeling to feeling of empowerment. So the common perspective shift here is helplessness to empowerment. Focus on what you can control and take action in, as um I recommend, because I feel like we only feel helpless when we don't try or we feel like there's no way out or there's no solution. So it's by taking action, even in that uncertainty or even in that setback or that challenge or that helplessness, taking action will help you to eventually change your perspective and get that sense of empowerment. I hope you guys are picking up what I'm putting down because I'm putting it down. If you're getting value or watching this live, let me know by putting the L or just putting value. Or when you watch the replay, let me know as well because I watch those guys and I just appreciate it. And the last perspective shift that I have for you guys is by changing from a lack to shifting your perspective to abundance. So focus on what you have instead of what you lack. So when we can change that perspective of lacking to abundance, man, there's so much freedom in that, y'all, because it's just a mindset shift. So when you can control your mind and shift that perspective to see like you're free, you've like unlocked the ultimate cheat code in life. So changing your perspective is a choice when it comes down to it. And it's a skill that you have to incorporate and just practice daily, y'all. So when practiced regularly, though, changing your perspective can help create a new reality and a more positive outlook and just overall life experience. So I hope this encouraged you guys to start changing your perspective today. If not, start by changing your perspective this week. And I hope you guys got value from this episode. And as always, I hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday and even better week ahead. I'll keep praying, but guys, I have really enjoyed coming to you each this Sunday, last Sunday, I'm really just feeling God working. So I'll continue to pray, but I have liked having my podcast episodes the last 2 weeks on Sundays. But I also, I guess, want to know your guys' feedback. If you're watching this live or the replay, let me know. Shoot me a DM, an email. What days would you like to see me on? A Wednesday, a Sunday, a Thursday? Let me know, and I'll continue praying about it. But as always, peace, love, blessings.